Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check. Tighten up.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check 99.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. 2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down. Here's Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Cousins looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Irvin to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, let's get him. Live. Kill. Turn up.
On third down, here's Jones. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
3 down.
Now Cook running right. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 76 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Got a man, it's Brown. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the catch made by Johnson. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, it's Cook. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He finds his man Johnson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Come on. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
On second down now, it's Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from inside the 5. They try again with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Olabisi Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals, because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well, as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter. Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that. Series to series, play to play. Complete. It's Johnson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks. On first down, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And some room to maneuver. He's got daylight. 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going. And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Open here, Adam Thielen. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. They'll go again to Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They run, Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their... They got his man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Here's Rodgers to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check. He's checking. Crash. Hey, we are going.
Here's Rodgers throwing again on the move to his left. And this one's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Now this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 85 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now a play fake. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That's what I do.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no. I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no. I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no. I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the